It's to the point of just comical at this point. You know what I mean?
No, I have no idea what you mean.
It's just comical. We might sound cool on microphones, but boy, oh boy, nothing says cool if you were to just walk around this house and follow us for an hour.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The two of us coming down the stairs to come down into the studio might have been the biggest shit show I've ever seen in my life. We look, dude, it's fun to make fun of like Joe Biden, but it's like that dude walks up a flight of stairs better than we walk down a flight of stairs at this point.
I got to hold both walls, get myself going.
And it's none of it is straight.
No.
It's half sideways, one foot's going this way, the other one, and we almost bite it every time.
Yeah, you'd think we're stumbling out of the bar.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, my God,
It's
dude.
just getting around. There ought to be a fly on the wall, if there were any after the bug assault.
Right? Oh my God! And I'm in next level pain today, so I'm going to do the best I can. So my eyes are watering.
Yeah,
that's how much fucking pain I'm in right now. It's just all you can do is laugh. All you can do is laugh, and I want to go on the full attack at the medical community, pharmaceuticals especially,
of course.
But I'm going to spare you all and just assume it's a shit show. Assume
always is
that I'm going to do my normal rant on something and just understand.
Insert rant here.
Insert rant here into the cunt at the desk.
At least it was not a global referral issue this time.
No, not a global referral issue. But I will say, I actually had a fucking adult tell me to my face that they need to go over their safe delivery practices or something like that, like as in prescription deliveries, safe handling. I'm like, what am I, a toddler?
Yeah.
My doctor called you and said, Phil X, do your job.
So we are going to rant then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave me the fuck out of it. What do you mean safe practice? We need a triple verify.
Yeah.
My doctor sent it here. They didn't have it, so they called it in over here. Now you need to fucking call and confirm with him again.
Wow, that's a red flag. You start switching
around.
Oh,
yeah, right?
See?
Good God, man. I haven't touched fucking painkillers in a decade. I'm very proud of that.
Attaboy.
In a decade. That shows you how much fucking pain I'm in. I'm willing to even tiptoe down that road. Anyway, how are you, buddy?
I'm so good.
You don't look so good at all.
I feel like $1 million today.
Your shirt looks like $1 million.
It is $1 million shirt.
Yeah. What are you dealing with? What aren't you? We'll do short list?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's okay.
life in general.
Just, sometimes the body just says no.
No. Yeah. We're dealing with that quite a bit.
Yep.
So
what
are you going to do?
The mind is strong, the body is weak.
Yeah. Yeah. So. I think we can you do that mind over matter thing and make it work?
I'm fucking here, aren't I?
Yeah, I know. Nothing's going to keep you down. I'm proud of you, man.
I did it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I struggle with that. But as long as we're down here, we're doing our job.
Absolutely.
RadioFor1.com is live. I know you hear us say it all the time, but it is. You can listen there. You can buy merch, T-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts. Amazon link, Amazon Canada, MyPillow. People that are shopping there, just use promo code TDC. Groupon. You can link to our Patreon page.
Oh yeah,
our very favorite listeners. We did a show yesterday, exclusively.
Special holiday edition.
Yeah, we did a full episode yesterday, and the only people that got to hear it are Patreon members.
Yeah, most people had the day off, but not us.
Not us.
We
came
here at Radio
down here.
for One Studios.
Yeah.
Hard at work.
We didn't know what to do exactly. It was like, well, we're here. It is a holiday. It's a federal holiday.
Yeah.
And Labor Day.
Do we get double time for that?
I don't think so.
Oh,
no one's paying us shit. So. But yeah, we did do that, and I think it was a fairly good episode as well.
I agree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say nobody's paying us because we do have a new Patreon member.
Oh, well. Welcome to the team.
We have a Heather.
Okay.
Wehab.
I'm not going to Wehab. You go to Wehab.
Mouch.
Mouch?
M-A-U-C-H. Mouch. Mouch. Mock.
Wehab Mouch?
Maybe it's mock.
Yeah.
Did
you say Wehab?
Mm-hmm. No.
Did you say Wehab?
Wehab, yes. Captain Wehab Mock. Mock. Yes. Wehab.
They tried to make me go to Wehab. I said, no.
Welcome aboard, Heather.
Yeah, thank you, Heather. I bet she signed up once she knew we dropped a special episode yesterday.
Probably.
Only
because
for our exclusive Patreon members.
Yep, she is of that.
She in that.
She's in that tier. She would get that.
All right.
That privilege.
Very good. Very good. We'll have to do more of those.
We should. We do.
From time to time.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
We have our limitations these days.
We do have some limitations, but that's okay. We're gonna
no excuse.
We're gonna fire through. We're pros. We can do this. Matt Arija.
Yeah.
Still not on a team. Still cut by the
I
Bills.
don't think anybody's going to sign him until this gets handled.
Yeah.
Be a safe bet.
And can it get handled? Is there a handling of something? Like, okay, what if they don't bring criminal charges?
Deshaun Watson's on the team.
Deshaun Watson wasn't accused of gang rape, though.
No, but he had 26.
He liked to pull his dick out from time to time, maybe, slap it on a woman's hand.
Yeah.
He liked to do that kind of thing.
Well, and
But
again, I don't know
forcible rape-
all the variables and the details of this case. Sounded like he just banged her. Now, whether she was conscious or aware or willing participant in that point, I don't know.
We should probably set the table for people who go,
Oh, sure.
Who are you talking about? Matt Arija, known as the punt god, San Diego State punter.
Yeah.
We've talked about him before.
Bomb of a leg.
Oh.
I mean, if you don't know, this guy's done shit that I've never seen before. I watched football my whole life.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
this caught our attention last year in college.
Yes.
We were watching late night San Diego State games to watch
Hoping for
punts,
3 and outs.
Waiting for 3 and outs to watch punts.
Yeah. And just watching this guy absolutely bomb punts. He had one kick in the preseason for the Buffalo Bills, 85 yards. 85 yards. It's madness. It's such a special talent. But, he's got that raping accusation.
And there was some questions arose in the draft. Because we had been having this conversation, obviously, it's
all year.
How high does he go?
All season we were talking about him.
This guy could be literally like a second or third round pick, which is unheard of as a punter.
Right.
And then he was the third punter taken.
Yeah.
There was 2 other punters. Like when I saw a punter come off the board, we were like, the fuck?
Yeah. You and I didn't get it, and nobody explained it. It was like, wait a minute.
Nobody said
They've
anything.
been doing Sports Center pieces on this fucking punt god for 3 months. Like, he's the second coming of Ray Guy and probably better.
Yep.
Right? The highest honor award that a punter can get is the Ray Guy award.
Well, he was also
famous Oakland Raider.
He was also their place kicker.
Yeah.
So he was doing both duties at San Diego State.
Yeah.
So if that was a position, if you as a team, you want to think about the value potentially of being able to fill that role with one roster spot.
Yeah.
Have a punter and a kicker. He was a better punter than a kicker.
Yeah.
But
he could bomb as a kicker, but I don't know that he would have been
that good.
accurate.
No,
as
but
accurate as you need to be in the
probably
NFL.
not. But that was also
But it's
the
there.
appeal of it too.
Yeah. It's like Danny White for the Cowboys. Played quarterback and punted.
Yep.
He was their punter. You know what I mean? Like, it saves a roster spot.
Exactly.
One bubble guy that makes it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, the now 18-year-old woman that has accused him of gang rape.
Oh, she's legal now, huh?
She is legal now, but she's not showing her face. She's doing interviews.
Yeah.
She was on CBS News, probably the morning show. I didn't see it, but she said her phone was taken from her and her piercings were ripped out.
Yeah.
We knew that.
Yeah, that was part of
We
the
didn't
original
understand
story.
how, what would be the...
Yeah, was that intentional? Was that just in the course of, some wild thrashings of sexual pleasure?
Yeah, who hasn't been there?
Or is that, is that just somebody's sick idea of, fucking torture in a way?
Yeah. Or, I don't know. I mean,
Right,
I've never thought to rip someone's piercings out.
I
ever.
mean, there's been, shit happens sometimes.
Sure.
But not
Yeah,
like,
I've caught a nipple ring on a fucking volleyball net before.
not
I know what
all-
that's like.
Not like all of them,
Yeah.
ripped out. And God, I hope
Yeah.
there were bars.
Yeah,
So you
good
got to have
point.
those breakaways.
So she accuses Arija and 2 of his college roommates, Xavier Leonard and Nolan Iwaliko, allegedly assaulted her for more than an hour. We heard an hour and a half.
Well, that is more than an hour.
What's that?
That is more than an hour.
It is.
So,
But an hour and a half sounds like more than an hour sounds like an hour and 5 minutes.
no,
And
yeah,
you're negating 25 minutes
it's possible.
of torture.
Just for the record, hour and a half is more than an hour.
Yeah.
So those are both true statements
Yes.
at the same time.
I reported it the day it happened. I was 17 years old and I had no idea who Matt Arija was. CBS News showed photos of her neck and legs, which had bruises all over them.
Okay.
I mean, someone was
Yeah.
holding her neck down
Yeah.
and grabbing her legs and God knows. Excuse me. The woman wrote in her journal the next day, all I keep replaying in my mind is being face down in a random bed, just waiting for it to be over. She claims, and we knew this, she went in and out of consciousness during the incident. I was having to deal with this horrible, traumatic experience that I never asked for. Kerry Armstrong, who's Elijah's lawyer, maintained that his client was not involved. And Kerry, you would know that how? Were you there partying with your client?
Because that's what he said.
Right. I would be very surprised if they ever charged Matt Elijah with anything in this case. If she really was raped in that back bedroom, that's horrible. It's a horrible thing to happen to anybody. But all I know is that Mr. Elijah had nothing to do with it. And the only thing I can think of as to why she's included him in this civil lawsuit is because of money. He did admit to fucking her.
Yeah. Right.
Right? But she got
well, that's what I was wondering. Like, did he
behind
just
the garage or something?
And I don't know how they got down, but yeah. So it sounded like they fucked, and then the original report we heard that he carried her into another room and put her down and was like, "Have at her, boys."
Yeah.
But whether that's true or not, I don't know. She doesn't sound like she.
That sounds awful.
It does sound terrible, but maybe that's completely true. Maybe that's not. Maybe he put her down somewhere, and then a couple of fucking dudes just went in there and started banging away.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't tell him to do it. Maybe he didn't give her to them. Maybe he did. I have no idea.
When the woman was asked about Armstrong, so Kerry Armstrong, Elijah's lawyer, asked about his comment that the situation is a shakedown motivated by the fact that he's, drafted in the NFL.
Yep.
The accuser said she felt sick to her stomach. And I imagine you would feel pretty sick to your stomach if this is true, what she's saying, and it has nothing to do with a shakedown, but instead just, I was horribly raped at this party as an underage person.
I mean, the timeline is questionable because this did happen, and she did immediately go to the police. I don't know why the charges weren't filed. I don't know how the investigation went. I don't know
because they were having a good season.
I don't know if that's
fucking terrible as that sounds.
It's very possible.
Sounds like people tried to bury this story because San Diego State was getting national spotlight attention.
Yeah, it's very possible. I can absolutely believe that, especially being with him involved.
Yeah.
But and then you go to the civil after he gets drafted. It's so like there are some questions on the timeline of it that make you at least say, well, if he was just a college player, would there be a civil suit?
Yeah. Probably
would
not.
You just be
unless you sued the school.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? You could attempt to
But
go
why
after
wouldn't you be doing that now anyway?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I would be if this was all true and you can even come anywhere near proving that any sort of cover up on any level between the school or the campus police or whoever this all is, then I would be naming everybody.
Yeah.
I'd be naming the people that made the police officers' uniforms in the suit.
Remember the story we did about the fucking Pep Boys?
Exactly. Right.
They put tires on a
car.
car.
Poor bastards. Put tires on a car 4 years ago. Car rolls over, they die, and somehow Pep Boys got to owe like $12 million?
Yeah. You'd be the guy suing Pep Boys.
Yeah, why not? Fucking, I'm
the bigger the name, the bigger,
Sue everybody.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we've seen these time and time and time again where these universities do not want the negative press.
Yeah.
They don't want people to know how many rapes take place on their campuses.
Yeah.
They want to brush that shit aside. They want money coming in from their donors and from their
why would you go to
alumni.
Why wouldn't you go to another local police department?
Good question. I think what I heard in the beginning was that there were people trying to thwart that. We'll handle it internally, not make a big deal. I don't know how much of that's true. This was early reporting, and it was absolutely saying there were people going,
and we're
having a great season. Well, let's...
Yeah, but this early reporting, too, is basically everything out of her camp, too. Because she's the one that brought the story out. She's the one that, this is everything that's in their testimony, affidavit, whatever. So that's.
But it seems a little weird that
there wasn't anything.
Goes by.
There wasn't anything. I know. As I said, there's timeline issues. Like I just have a lot of questions.
So what happens to this kid if they don't decide to press charges?
Yeah.
And this girl, what the arguments are against that shit is. People that claim to have been raped years and years and years ago, and they got fuzzy memories, and it's like he said, she said, and believe all women, and hashtag me too. It happened. Like we've gone down there. This girl did it the right way.
Yep.
A lot of people say Oh, I was scared to report. I didn't think I'd be believed. I thought I'd be fucking trashed as a whore in the community. And so it took me 10 years to gather the courage through therapy to come out.
Right.
And now statute of limitations. You've got all kinds of issues.
That's what I'm saying. So
this girl went right to the police, right to the hospital. Like
there should
she
be rape
did it
kit,
the right
there should
way.
be DNA. There should be plenty of evidence in this case, one way or the other. The photographs of bruising, the ripped out. I'm sure there's plenty of pictures of the ripped out piercings.
Yeah. Now, let me add this.
Okay.
Okay. Is it possible at the same time we're talking about this, since we weren't there?
Sure.
Is it possible she was hammered drunk, which she obviously was, coming in and out of consciousness, having some really rough sex, fun, and then has to go home the next day and explain why she's got bruises all over her neck and bruises all over her legs?
It's possible.
Is it possible?
Yeah, it is possible.
And then it's like, I was gang raped.
Yeah. I mean,
instead
of course it's possible.
Yeah.
And then the parents
likely, probably not.
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of scenarios that could possibly play out here.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's definitely one of them. Buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
Is another one. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I can't believe what a whore I was last night.
Yeah.
If that gets around, I better say they raped me so people don't think I'm a whore.
Yeah.
Just because I fucked the shit out of 3 guys last night.
Yeah. 2 black dudes and a kicker.
Yeah. It's quite a mix you got there.
Yeah. So his parents released a statement saying war has been waged on our son. We do not wish this experience on anyone, but question why our son is the only one receiving this kind of treatment by social media and national news media. Because he can punt the ball 100 yards.
Yep.
That's why.
Yep.
The other 2 guys are cut from the team. They're whatever. San Diego State, who cares?
Yeah, they're college players, and they have no money. So why bother suing them?
Yeah.
That's, again...
And the national news media, why would they pick that up?
Are they named in the civil suits?
Yeah, I think they are. But the reason the national media cares is not because they give a shit about your daughter. They do not in any way give a shit about your daughter. They can drag the punt god.
Yeah.
It makes for flashy, sexy headlines. Yeah. NFL player involved in whatever. Mm-hmm. And, the same reason they're giving you the national media attention now for this negative story. Yeah,
it's the same reason you didn't get covered in the first place.
And the reason they gave you so much glowing coverage before this incident. Mm-hmm. Where you're profiled on national programs all over the country, brought a lot of attention to the Aztecs.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Definitely.
The vitriol has been on him alone. He's been extorted, discriminated against, harassed, and the subject of multiple and continuous threats of violence and death. He has been released from his job, and our entire family continues to receive horrific threats of violence and death. We have all been canceled, every member of our family. Salacious rumors grew as fact. There are multiple witness reports to deny the claims that are made against him. The legal system is designed to find the facts and make decisions. They should be allowed to do that. And as of now, no criminal charges have been filed.
Yeah, so that's one of those things. Like,
I'd like to know what those witness accounts are.
If they're
place him somewhere else. I mean, he already admitted he banged her.
Yeah.
So I don't know what.
It didn't seem like exactly. So there's just so many unanswered questions in this. So I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
Do you think we ever see the punt god in an NFL uniform?
Boy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go yes.
Really?
Yep. Because I think he gets out of this. Yeah, because, I mean, even if it's just civil, he's not going to get a lifetime ban. He's not going to, I mean, unless they come back and they file criminal charges and he gets, convicted of rape and goes to prison.
Yeah.
Then probably not. If he doesn't set foot in prison,
He doesn't have any money, though.
So what? What's any money for?
Civil suit. If he gets a judgment against him?
Yeah, well, that's probably all the more reason. They'll OJ him.
Yeah.
We don't want him to go to prison. Get back on the field so that we can garnish half your check for the rest of your life.
The Vince Neil effect. Mm-hmm. This is Vince Neil killed famously in a car crash in Redondo Beach, where Tooch used to live.
Yeah.
His buddy Razzle Dingley, who was the drummer of Hanoi Rocks.
Okay.
No one cares about this shit. And he severely injured 2 other people in a car at a cross intersection.
That's right. Yes.
And he ended up doing 18 days in prison. And they were like, and he got fined a couple $1 million, which in 1985 is, whatever it was a shitload. But his team came up with the argument, like, look, Vince wants to make good on this. He wants these families well taken care of. The only way to do that is to get his ass on tour now.
Can't pay him if he's in jail, sitting in jail.
They sent him to jail for 30 days. He got out after 18 on good behavior and then went right on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope he made good on his.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. And his bandmates were not fucking good. They were doing heroin, blow right in front of him the whole time and until he finally broke and just joined them. But, you know. But yeah, that's kind of that defense where you could see it where it's like, okay, family, you can't undo what happened to your daughter, but we can garnish half this guy's salary for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
You know,
but I would think if that's if you're on that side of it, then money means shit.
Does it though?
It does. It
really?
means shit. Yeah, it really. I mean, it's better than nothing, but you would rather see him rot in jail or under fucking ground than out there playing and taking half of his money.
Yeah.
Living his best life and just having to pay you off as it went along.
Yeah, but that's money changes everything, though. I mean, who doesn't want a few $1 million?
Well, I'm just saying, if you had your option, in that situation.
See, you're speaking from a parent standpoint.
Exactly
now.
right.
Yeah, which I can't. Yeah. So
right.
It's hard for me to honestly. It's hard for me to fully grasp that. It's way easier for me to just be like, well, money is better than not money, so we'll take the money. Like, there's a whole lot of feels that go involved into stuff. Yeah,
exactly right.
That I just can't comprehend really.
And it's it's dirty money.
Yeah, trying to think
money.
If someone raped Cece. Yeah, I know.
Bogey's tried a lot.
I know he has.
He tries all the time.
She's got a rash on her belly. She had to go into the doctor and get a shot today.
She got a little STD going?
I don't know what she's got going, but her belly's all red. So her ears were pinned back.
Oh.
All day yesterday, and that's like a distress thing. And she kept like biting on her stomach. And then this morning, I had to go to the doctor at 8 a.m. So I had to get up, take a shower early. And she's still laying on the bed. And she does one of those flips over on her back. And it's just like, look at me, I'm a whore. Splayed out. And I could see it from across the room. I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, it's bright
What's
red.
wrong with your belly? Belly's all red.
Yeah, maybe
Poor thing.
Got in some poison ivy or something up there.
Yeah,
maybe.
she could have. There has been poison ivy up there.
Yep.
Wouldn't shock me.
Just for the record, Matt Araiza got a $216,000 signing bonus.
Does he get to keep that?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
That's the signing bonus. That's the guaranteed money.
Yeah.
Take that away. It was a 4-year deal worth $3.88 million, but that's not guaranteed. But he did receive his signing bonus.
Yeah.
So,
well,
he's got a little bit of money.
It will be very interesting to see. Yeah, but that's gone on lawyers alone.
Oh yeah.
He'll drop $200,000 on lawyers. Mm-hmm.
Probably already has.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope for his sake. Well, I don't know. I hope that. I don't know what I hope. It's a horrible story.
It is.
It's a shit story.
Yes.
And
if any of that is true, then I hope everyone involved rots in hell and gets everything that has coming to them.
Yeah.
That's what I hope.
Seems a little odd though that criminal charges were not filed.
But there are. I'm not jumping on the Lynch Matt Araiza train just yet.
No, me either.
I'd like
totally
to get some questions answered first.
Yeah, and we hate when people do that. When it's like, hey, there's a system in place. It might not be perfect, but it's the best one in the world.
Yep.
So let's let it play out and give people their day. Because here's the thing: no matter what, she could literally go on TV and say, "I lied about the whole thing. I had some rough sex. I was embarrassed about it, and I tried to blame the NFL punt god. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm a 17-year-old girl. Live and learn." She could literally do that, and there would still be fucking people in the stands every single Sunday he played with signs accusing him of rape.
Yep.
Like, that's the reality of his world. He's a rapist.
That's the reality of this world.
Right.
Fucking stupid people can be.
Exactly.
Sad but true.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, God, I hate to even bring... I'm not going to pull up a picture of the human ghoul.
All right.
I won't pull up a picture. I hate to even say her actual name.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot is who we're talking about, a.k.a. the human ghoul, Beetlejuice. She's attacking Texas Governor Greg Abbott's faith now during a seething address that saw her tear into the politician for busing illegal migrants to her city. Yeah. The ghoul slammed GOP Governor Sunday after witnessing the arrival of another 75 asylum seekers hours earlier. and welcoming 60, albeit begrudgingly, on Wednesday. I can't love this story any. It's not possible to love this story anymore.
I wish. The only thing I wish they would do is I wish they would embed like videographers on these buses for this journey.
Yeah.
For this trip across and interpreters, obviously.
Sure.
Let's make a documentary out of this.
She's a proud Democrat who has repeatedly touted Chicago as a sanctuary city. The ghoul seemed to take issue with Abbott's migrant policy during a press conference at City Hall, calling the arrangement un-American and
racist.
Yeah.
Of course.
Nailed it.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
She can't say a sentence without putting race into it.
Right. It comes as Abbott, in an attempt to call the city's bluff and show them the reality of the state's border crisis, has ordered dozens of buses bearing thousands of migrants to both New York, Washington, D.C., and now Chicago joins the list. The Beetlejuice ghoul accused Abbott of manufacturing a human crisis with the maneuver and even cast doubt on his Christian faith. He professes to be a Christian. This is not the Christianity and the teachings of the Bible that I know. And I think religious leaders all across the country are standing up and denouncing exactly this. Are they?
That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah. Tons of that going on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's
It's
the problem,
it's
Lori?
all great when it's not your city, huh?
Yeah.
Just like it's all great when it's not your block, right, Lori?
Yeah.
When the riots aren't on your block, it's all well and good.
Remember when we put special security on her block just in case those animals tried to break into her
When you wanted
neighborhood?
to defund the police until they were on your street, and then you needed more.
You needed to call in
protection.
more. Yeah. Or your security team all fucking heavily armed. You mean those
Funny
ones?
how that all works.
Yeah, it's crazy. She went on to assert that Chicago is happy to have new residents, but accused Abbott of treating the migrants as political chess pieces. No, I think they're desperate, Lori. I think it's gotten so out of control, so out of hand.
Why can't they go to you? You guys want them here? What they just all got to stay in Texas?
Yeah, in Arizona.
That's just they're going to stay down there. Fuck you. You take them.
So you're going to get a couple 100,000 a month coming through the border. You expect these small border towns to be able to handle it?
Absorb that?
Just take it on.
Come on.
I mean, it's absurd on its face. No, you should bust every single sanctuary city in America. All you holier than thou fucking woke politicians.
Yep.
Fine.
Here.
Let's see. Okay, put your money where your mouth is.
Yep.
You're this welcoming.
Isn't that the whole point of being a sanctuary city? You
Yeah.
guys were on your high horse.
Yeah.
Couldn't be out in front of that podium fast enough.
No human is illegal.
We're a sanctuary city. You come here. We'll take care of you.
All right. Here you go. Here's a couple dozen busloads full.
Enjoy. There's more coming tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
She also said it's unpatriotic, panning it as racist. I think it's decidedly unpatriotic and un-American. I understand the pressures that the people of Texas and some other border states are under. We see that on a daily basis. Do you? I don't think you do.
You just got all pissy about a couple of busloads.
Yeah.
Biatch, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, we understand. Oh, fuck you do.
But the thing to do is not this. This is creating a human crisis. No. The border policies from this administration are calling a human crisis. Yeah. These people think there's a wide open border. Why wouldn't they? There basically is. Yeah. And so they're flooding over here. They're drowning.
They're just opening up the gate. Here you go.
And treating people without dignity, without respect. It's not who we are as Americans.
What?
Why? What do you mean? They put them on a bus and send them to your beautiful city.
Why? Because it gets cold in the winter? Is that why they can't stay there?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It's not fair to them. They're so used to warm weather. You can't send them to a northern climate.
My frustration comes from the actions of the governor of Texas. She takes issue with Abbott busing migrants to her city, calling it inhumane. Why? There could be a level of coordination and cooperation, but he chooses to do none of those things. Instead, he's chosen to send human beings across the country to an uncertain destination. That's unacceptable. What? Explain that, then.
Well, exactly. Well, what is he the one letting them in?
Apparently, no.
Right.
Of course not.
Right.
They're showing up at a destination.
Right.
He's just keeping the bus moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep it moving.
No, keep it moving. Don't stand nothing to see here.
So your answer is just we'll get on our high horse and brag to everybody about how welcoming we are. That's easier for me to say.
Yeah.
But no, when push comes to shove, you don't want them there.
She's proved it over and over.
You don't, and you're doing this whole thing like.
And now she's trying to hide behind her faith.
Yeah, get these smelly immigrants out of here. They're ruining the fucking city.
Yeah.
kind of thing, while also going, but we love them and we'll take them all in, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
But shame on you, Greg Abbott.
Yeah. We're a welcoming city, then she goes on to say. We are always going to step up and do the right thing to make sure that migrants coming into our city are well received and that they're supported. Great, prove it. Here you go. Here's your chance.
You're already bitching about it. So it's a bad start.
It's just, this is horrific when you think about what the governor is doing. After months of traveling across the border, placing them on a bus with no direction. That's what New York shitbag Adams said.
Yeah. Oh, Eric.
Days later, Abbott defended the police, dubbed Operation Lone Star, claiming it has filled in the dangerous gaps left by the Soup administration's refusal to secure the border. Since the launch of Operation Lone Star, the multi-agency effort has led to more than 290,700 migrant apprehensions.
Wow.
And more than 18,000 criminal arrests, more than 15,400 felony charges. In the fight against fentanyl, DPS has seized over 325.9 million lethal doses throughout the state. Texas has also transported over 6,500 migrants to D.C. Adams has demanded that the Republican be voted out of office, Greg Abbott in Texas, in November's upcoming midterm elections, accusing him, exactly as Lightfoot did, of using the migrants as political pawns to manufacture a crisis. No chance, dickhead.
Weren't they flying him into Florida?
Yeah.
Originally?
Yes, in the dead of the night.
Yeah. Secretly dropping him off in Jacksonville and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That's totally cool, though, right? That was totally fine?
Yeah.
No issues there?
No issues there. Yeah.
Just depends on what
Make
color
it
your
make
state
sense.
is, I guess.
Make it make sense.
I can't. It's not even possible.
Despite Abbott's assertions, New York City will continue to welcome asylum seekers with open arms. If your arms are so open, what are you complaining about?
Yeah.
I mean, my mom welcomes me to her house with open arms.
Yep.
Like, right? Yeah. And she means it.
Embraces you as
it gives me a big old hug.
Yeah.
That's what she does.
She should. And Lori should be hugging each one of these.
Yep. These individuals and families have been through hell, and they deserve more than being used as political pawns by a governor who cares nothing more than re-election. They wouldn't have gone through hell if they didn't think the border was wide open for entrance, by the way.
Yeah. Listen, just get your fucking head out of your ass.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying it's totally right. I fully support what he's doing, but you get no right to piss and moan about it at all.
No.
Just because it comes to your city.
Yep.
That's the issue. It's all fine until it's on your doorstep.
Yep.
A flaming pile of dog shit in a bag that you got to stomp out.
Yeah.
Now it's on your shoe.
Yeah, and they know because they've got so many homeless people, vagrants running around their city as is.
Yeah.
You can't throw 6,000 more on top of it.
Right.
It becomes a real problem.
Real problem.
Yeah, but you just expect Texas to eat shit.
Exactly.
You expect Arizona to eat shit.
Florida. Hell, let's just fly them over there.
Yeah.
Right?
Anywhere but my city, even though we're open arms and welcoming to everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sanctuary, if you will.
Yeah. I hope Abbott sends all of them.
Yeah.
San Francisco, L.A. I want Nantucket. Why is Nantucket not on that fucking... I want this shit in Maine.
You know that?
Right?
You know that the big gate they got down there that they open up and just let everybody in down Texas. They should just build a gate from there, fence on both sides that just goes all the way through Texas.
Yeah,
and it's just an open gate on the other side.
Yeah,
here you go. That's fine. Come on in. Just keep going.
Keep
going. Just run it all the way through to the Canadian border.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going. That's it.
Few more miles.
Yep.
Few more miles.
Like a marathon. You set up those little tables with like little drinks of water and shit.
We cheer them on.
Yeah, come on.
Give them bibs.
Andale. Vámonos, I say. Let's go to Canada. Hey, everybody. The excitement continues at Zott Ford as more 23 Ford vehicles become available for your custom ordering. As of today, you can custom order your 23 Ford F-150, Ranger, Expedition, Explorer, and more, with more coming over the next few weeks. Plus, when you order for your friends at Zott Ford, they're going to lock in $1,000 in rebates plus 2.9% financing. And as always, the best way to support the show is to support our sponsors. So give Gabar and the team at Zott Ford a shot. Let them handle all of your automotive needs. And you can still get $500 in free accessories if you take delivery by the end of last month. Find details in their growing inventory at dealsinthed.com and tell them that TDC sent you.
Yeah, please, some of you guys, don't let us down.
Don't forget to tell them that TDC sent you.
Yeah. They probably do that.
Tell them Large Marge sent you.
Tell them Large Marge. Yeah, please. I hope people will go and like you always have in the past. It really does make a difference. You know, we're not judged on the same scale as other media outlets, so it really it's very easy to quantify.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
yeah. Residents in Portland, Oregon, are not happy.
Oh, what'd they do now?
Yeah. Well, they've let these voted-in officials run their city into the absolute
that was a
ground.
utopia out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure. That's what we've always thought.
Yeah.
It's known for their unique neighborhoods. Portland's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Bike-friendly commutes, locally owned businesses. But some residents have become so terrified of the homeless crisis plaguing the area, which is now spreading into the suburbs, they've resorted to selling their homes. Realtors are struggling to offload them now.
I bet.
I mean, dude, I'm reading this story, and so it's one thing when you just have them in downtown. You just stuff them in downtown.
Yep, contain them.
Yeah, everyone avoids that.
No, well, it's like, I mean,
We're going camping in Beverly Hills now.
Yeah, exactly. Hanging out on the beach, things like that.
Yeah.
Why would you? Why would you stay in that? If you can go anywhere you want,
Yeah.
why not? Have a beachfront blanket
They're
box.
they are now overrun with tent cities, crowding residential sidewalks and littered with trash. I'm not kidding. This is like people setting up tents in front of our house here
Yeah.
for a block and just moving in and shooting up. And
It's okay. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can't do shit about it.
can't do shit about it.
Except fucking move.
Yeah.
Great. And then who's ever going to buy that house?
Good luck.
Yeah.
With
So
that.
let's watch your entire infrastructure crumble because of these decisions you've made.
The Democrat city has one of the most deserted downtowns in the United States, as crime rates and homelessness are scaring away both locals and tourists. Now the crisis has spread beyond the downtown area into the quiet suburbs, forcing many to leave. These homeless camps are now becoming a permanent fixture, with the city being forced to conduct sweeps on a regular basis. So they sweep-a-roo.
Yep. And
then
they just come right back.
It's like, you know, I don't know, like the ocean water goes out and it comes back in.
It's like shaving.
Yeah. There you go.
They're not gone.
Shaving.
You just clean it out and then it just comes right back. And you
Yeah.
just shave again.
5 o'clock shadow
Yeah.
every day. They're living with a 5 o'clock shadow.
Exactly. Sweeperoo in the morning, by 5 o'clock, it's all back.
The latest sweeperoo took place a week ago as Portland's Rapid Response BioClean team cleared out a large homeless camp. The site had been-
BioClean.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what we're dealing with there.
Oh, yeah. Needles and human shit
Yep.
is what you're dealing with
Exactly.
there. The site had been reported by residents countless times this summer. Nothing was ever done until now.
Shocking.
Little too late for lifelong residents Bruce and Rebecca Phillip, who said, we're done with Portland. Due to the increasing number of homeless camps that have trickled into the burbs from downtown, I've been here 65 years, but I'm done. I'm done with Portland.
Yeah.
What's there to say? They move in, take over the neighborhood, do their drugs, play their loud music, and make a mess. The crisis has ruined not just a few neighborhoods, but all of Portland. Yeah. The city comes in, cleans it up. 2 weeks later, they come back. It's a vicious cycle, and I'm done. Local realtor George Patterson told the Daily Mail that the homeless encampments encroaching on residents' front lawns is a topic that comes up with clients every day, and that deals are falling through. These homes for sale in the area. He said, I had one close. We were closing on a 3-bedroom, $700,000 home near a sanctioned homeless encampment called Multnomah Village. I hope I'm saying that right.
All right.
We had an early offer on the home, but it fell through as there was some concern with the village site.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Yep. They are definitely affecting the property values. After 2 decades of living on Rhine Street, more than 60 years living in Portland, the couple put their $300,000 house up for sale and plan to move to Vancouver.
There you go. Oh, well, it's just going to be a whole lot better up there, but
Yeah.
good luck to you.
Yeah.
It's that same area, at least. Vancouver's supposed to be beautiful, too.
We're sick of it. We've had many camps moved out of here, and as soon as they clean them out, they're right back in. Nathan Lamb, another resident, said his 6-year-old son, who has a disability,
Yeah.
can't always safely access his school bus because of the camps at 8 in the morning. And there are folks that are smoking meth. They're shooting up. There's domestic violence. It's absolutely absurd. He described having to maneuver around slumped over attics just to get his son on the bus.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. A couple of times we had to come out with slumped over individuals and say, hey, my son's handicap bus is coming in about 5 minutes. Can you please move along?
Can you make some room here and get out and wheel my son out the driveway?
Yeah. It's absolutely remarkable that no one responds. No one seems to care. Obviously, we feel that these individuals get more rights than we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim Hines. I feel for those in Laurelhurst, referring to a neighborhood where values of the property are the highest, like $500,000 to $1 million.
Yeah.
He said people have just unauthorized camps up and down the sidewalk.
Hey, this is a nice area. I'm going to live here. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, you paid $1 million for your home in Laurelhurst?
Yeah, right.
I paid fucking $50 for a tent in Laurelhurst.
You did not. You didn't pay shit.
Okay, I didn't. It was given to me. You caught me. But hey, good to see you, neighbor.
Yeah.
Morning,
Morning,
neighbor.
Dick out. Fucking needle hanging out of the arm.
Dick out. Walking your kids to the bus stop. There's
just squatting, taking a shit.
Yep.
Morning.
Sorry, Bart. Shit is full. Just shitting into the grate in the. Oh my
Just
god!
running their garden hose out there, showering.
Hey, neighbor.
You got any soap?
Can I borrow a cup of sugar, a couple eggs?
Yeah, I just met. We got some new neighbors moved in a few doors down.
Yeah.
Got to meet him yesterday.
Are
Had
they
a
in a
little
tent?
conversation. No, the house. I was talking to him. I said, well, I said something about I was the move. They were like, oh, it's long. I was like, wow, where'd you come from? I said, Denver. I was like, really? It seemed like people are moving to Denver, not out of there.
Yeah.
And he said the exact same thing. He goes, not anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting the fuck out of there. He said
Yeah.
it's the wild, wild west. They don't enforce any laws. The
Yeah.
crime is through the roof. It's a shit show.
Yeah.
He said, and it's mass exodus. He goes, I've been there my entire life, and I
Yeah.
got the fuck out.
And you're leaving that gorgeous
Yep.
part of the country.
Exactly.
You know what? You voted for these clowns. You deal with them.
Yeah. Well,
You deal with them.
Yeah,
I'm
the
sorry.
problem is that we didn't all vote for him.
No.
We all have to deal with him.
Yeah.
So-
just don't. Big saying out in Texas is "Don't California my Texas."
Yeah.
Because there's a mass exodus. People leaving Northern and Southern California, going to Texas. A lot of them followed Rogan.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. Don't California my Texas, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't. And that's the same thing. I would tell people moving from the liberalist of cities like Denver to Franklin.
Yeah.
Don't Denver our city.
Don't Denver my
come here-
Franklin.
No. Don't come and fucking bring your satanic ideas about how to live in this fucking utopia.
I think the ones that are moving out, I think
Don't subscribe to that?
Exactly. I don't think they're the issue.
So they did talk to a homeless man. We're the most harmless people you'll ever meet, T.T. Sanchez said, who lives in one of the camps along the Peninsula Crossing Trail. They shouldn't be scared of us. For what? Because we live outside? That's the only reason you should be scared of us, because we live outside? So if we lived in four walls and a house and stuff, would you still be scared of us? Yeah. You're scary fucking to look at. Mm-hmm. It's not that you're sleeping outside.
No, it's that you're sleeping on my fucking property.
Yeah.
Okay? That's fine.
Yeah. And you're shooting up fucking... I mean, dude, the drug problem is so out of control.
Yeah. I had a great conversation with well, I don't know if he's homeless or not, but a beggar on the street last week. I stopped. Traffic was all fucked up on Telegraph, so I wasn't going anywhere. And he's next to me. And there's this old man behind me that had cut off a girl with a young mom. I could see she had babies in the back seat or whatever. And this old man just whips in, cuts her off. We weren't going very far, But he almost hit her. I saw that. And then she honked, and he's screaming, flipping her off and shit, and she's like, fuck, asshole, you cut me out, So then I pull up, and I'm sitting there, and so it's 2 lanes of traffic, wide, and we're just dead stopped. And so this homeless guy comes up, right? And so the guy's starting to bitch at me, but I'm not going anywhere. It's just fucking traffic,
Yeah.
So I gave him the bird. Fucking, it's just
It's a warning
nice
shot.
hello. Yeah. Flipped me right back off.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. And I was not having a very good day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, old man. So then I start talking to this homeless guy or whatever, this beggar on the street. Comes up to my window. I didn't have any cash on me, but I scooped out, it was probably, I don't know, $6 or $8 worth of change that I had just laying there. I gave him that. I was like, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, here. And I gave him a bottle of water on my lunchbox. And I'm just talking to him for a minute. And then the woman next to me rolls down her window. She's like, hey, tell him to come here, So he comes over, and she gives him gave him $20. And then the guy is now freaking out behind me, right?
Why?
We're not moving. And I think he thinks that we're just talking to this guy, but I'm literally at the car in front of me. And so the guy comes back over, and I was like, and the guy's like, "Ooh, this guy behind you." And he was like an old man. He had to be 70, you know, whatever. And I go, "Hey, go tell him I said go fuck himself." And he looks back at him, and he's like, he looks pretty mad. I was like, "I know." I said, "You better go tell him before I do."
Yeah.
So he goes, he starts walking over there.
When was this?
This was, what day was this?
Recent.
Oh, this is when I was coming back from Ohio. So it would have been Thursday.
Thursday.
That's right. That's right.
That's why we.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right.
So Thursday.
It's all making sense now.
Yeah. So coming back from that way, 75 was all fucked up, 275 was all fucked up, and told me to take Telegraph, and I got stuck in it was down to one lane there. It was just a shit show. But anyway, I was like, I am going to fucking kill this old man, you know? But the point of it, after all that, was that I had the most delightful conversation with this guy. You know, I pull up, I roll down the window, I'm like, "Come here," and you know, he comes up and he was like, "Oh, because you're a big dude." Was like scared, like I was gonna fuck with him or something, you know. Like, "No, dude, come here," you know. It's hot, you had no shirt on, you know, fucking yoked. It's amazing how yoked those dudes are.
Yeah.
Fucking just ripped.
Well, they're just standing and walking all day.
Right, I guess.
Yeah.
So I give him, you know, but it was just funny. Like, and this guy behind me is just going total ape shit. He was like, "I think this guy wants to kick my ass." I was like, "I'll keep an eye on you. Don't worry."
Yeah.
You know?
I got you.
Yeah.
That's funny. I had a.
But I ended up, but I bailed because then the girl was talking to him, and traffic started to move a little bit, and I made a move. I was like, "I'm cutting you off," and I went, and I zipped in front of her and got over another lane and went up and cut through some shit because I'm not waiting on that stuff.
Yeah.
But then I was like, damn, like I wanted this guy to. I was not having a good day. I was really kind of hoping this guy was going to set me off. I'm like, I might beat an old man up today.
Yeah.
I might.
He sounds like he was.
He was not stable. He was not stable. He was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was wrong on every account. He's fucking.
Dude, you run into those fucking whack jobs on the road. I had that one that was going ballistic when I went around him when we were looking for tile or something, going to the store. I'm in a caravan of cars.
Right.
You know, and it's like slams on the brakes, whips a shit, he cuts off 10 people in traffic so you can fucking yell.
Yep.
You're like, dude, I can't do it. The homeless thing, you know, I was a bit of a soft spot. Obviously, we did so much stuff with SOS.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I think over $100,000 for homeless and.
Lighthouse now. Don't name him.
Okay, sorry about that. But being in California for a while and seeing just how fucked that is, I don't think you're coming back from it. And it gets to a point where your blood's boiling. You know what I mean? Like, no respect for rule of law. No respect for other people.
Why should they? None of it's enforced.
No.
And I would have all the respect in the world if they were trying to do anything about it, but it's more, they're just almost encouraging it.
Yeah.
They're supporting it. You know, it's fine. I know it's unfortunate, but what are we doing to actually help that community?
And how does
rather than just going, "Hey, you shut the fuck up. You let them stay on your lawn." What?
Yeah.
Really? You're the asshole? Like, come on.
Yeah. I don't know what, I don't know how you clean it up. Like at all, but it's making me to the point where I'm just like, fuck all these people. You know, we raised a shitload of money for homeless, but when you see it over and over and no one seems to care, like, how is this helping your constituency? Do you expect 200,000 homeless people to go vote for you? Like, who are you fucking championing for? You know what I mean? Like, you know, they used to just cordon them off. It's like, here's Skid Row. You know, knock yourself out in Skid Row.
They probably all did.
Yeah.
Whether they know it or not.
Right. It's true. True. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I don't know, man. It's in, you know, it's.
Is what it is.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like the same leadership is in charge in every one of these instances.
And it seemed, I mean, it's
has been for decades.
Worse and worse. So why is it getting worse? And you can point to a lot of things. I mean, even 5 years ago, the economy was doing great.
Yeah.
There's plenty of work. Right now, there's plenty of work.
Yeah.
People can't fill the jobs that we have.
No.
You know, and I understand that there's a huge mental illness and addiction issue in there, that it's not about available
But hasn't
jobs.
that always been around?
Yeah, but I don't think
mental
it's been
illness at least.
Well, yes, but I don't think that it's the homeless issue hasn't been as big of a problem. You know,
Well, it has in some areas.
There is, but not.
California's problem was that people would always make the argument like, how are you homeless in Boston? Can't you muster up $20 for a fucking bus fare? At least get into the West Coast where it's warm all year.
Yeah, just keep going south.
Just keep going south, keep going west. You know, you can nickel and dime your way across the country for nothing.
Yeah.
You know, like, what are you doing hanging out in Boston or Detroit or Philadelphia? Like, that's asinine. And I think a lot of people did. Mm-hmm. And then the more friendly policies that they put into place, you know, made even more people come. It's like there's more services. Hey, they're giving us free cigarettes and beer now. Hey, they're letting us fucking do drugs without hassling us and throwing us in jail.
Yeah, we can live on the beach.
Yeah, they're giving us free crack needles or crack pipes and fucking and needles. This place is utopia. It's amazing. And, you know, they're not wrong.
No, exactly. You're not trying to curb the problem. You're almost encouraging it.
And to Mr. Sanchez's point, he might be the nicest homeless guy that's ever lived. There are plenty of very, 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 very passive homeless people. Yeah. In fact, the vast majority.
Absolutely.
But when you get a conglomerate of zombie-looking motherfuckers on a corner by the 50 or 100, it's not a sidewalk you want to walk through.
Absolutely not.
It's just not. I'm telling you, you don't. And because there's an errant one in the middle of the road without a shirt and barefoot, fucking screaming to God knows what. Mm-hmm. And then next door, there's a woman sweeping off a fucking half a mat, acting like it's her actual home.
Yeah. Well, it is. They've said that.
Yeah.
You can't enter it. You can't do anything with it.
It's remarkable how that one ends right where Apple's property starts.
Yeah.
Right where Apple's global world headquarters starts.
One right there. Nothing past that line. Huh?
It's like someone locked up the brakes. It was like, boy, another tent would go really nice right here to the right of this.
Nope.
No. But it just doesn't. Weird how that works.
Yes, it is. Very odd. Coincidentally.
How you doing, my friend?
Oh, like shit.
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah.
I hear you.
I feel like I got thrown down a flight of stairs. And I don't know why.
Yeah, we can wrap it up a little later.
No, hell no,
dude, my back.
We just the people deserve more. They deserve our best.
All right, what kind of show would this be if I didn't have a trans story?
Oh yeah,
am I right?
Let's wrap it up. All right, thanks everybody.
Bye bye. It's a good one.
Oh, good.
So we're hey, all we want is transparency.
Oh, I see what you did there.
And some guidance.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
What?
So I thought you were pulling up my sign.
Oh.
A leading transgender health association is expected to release its new guidance next week.
Uh-huh.
All right. So here is what's going to be on their new guidance, son of a bitch. Here's what's going to be a part of their new guidance. They will suggest titty removal for girls as young as 15.
Okay.
And ball removal for boys as young as 17 is being perfectly acceptable.
All right, we got to wait till the other one drops. So, yeah, wait till 17.
Why can't you, you can't cut a boy's balls off at 15, but you can pluck titties out of girls at 15?
I don't know. Yeah, you're going to have full Adam's apple at that point. Like, I mean, if you're going to do this.
At 15, most girls are, like, full on, right?
Yeah.
They're not seedlings or buds.
No, they're,
at 15.
Yeah, they're getting there.
For the most part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The World Professional Association for Transgender Health, or WPATH, WPATH.
The W silent.
Silent W, PATH, has stated it will release its new guidance before the organization's annual conference in Montreal on September 16th. PATH's 2011 guidance, Standards of Care version 7, stated mental health professionals should not impose a binary view of gender. They should give ample room for clients to explore different options for gender expression. Genital surgery should not be carried out until patients reach the legal age of majority in a given country, and patients have lived continuously for at least 12 months in the gender role that is congruent with their gender identity. That's all going right out the window.
Yeah.
Now it's like, whatever.
12 months, huh? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck that, though. Chest surgery in F to M, I'm assuming that's female to male patients.
That's a great assumption.
Could be carried out earlier, preferably after ample time of living in the desired gender role and after 1 year of testosterone treatment. That's preferable.
Okay.
But,
preferable, but
not mandatory.
In the event of an emergency.
Yeah, you need them titties out now. Yep. Pluck them both.
Pop them out.
The new guidance lowered existing age requirements, noting the World Professional Association for Trans Health said hormones could be started at age 14, 2 years earlier than the group's previous recommendations.
Let's just start whittling that number down.
Yeah, we'll get down to 3-year-olds in no time.
Yep.
I mean, Surgery's done at 15 or 17 a year or so earlier than previous guidance. Bring that down a little bit. You can't drive yet. We can't let you drive a car.
Yeah.
But we can let you make a decision to cut your dick off.
Yeah, smart.
It's cool. The update also recommends breast removal for trans boys at age 15 or girls. They used to just be known as girls.
Yeah, without FTMs.
Yeah. Just take them titties right out. Just get them on out of there.
Yep. There you go.
Pluck them both. Most genital surgeries starting at age 17, including womb and testicle removal. I don't know that I want these people reproducing anyway.
I got that little pain, like the little graze pain, like right there. It was just from saying it.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Which was it, the testy removal or the womb removal?
I don't know. You said them both at the same time, so I can't differentiate the two.
A Seattle Children's Hospital spokesperson told Fox News Digital, the gender-affirming care we provide is rooted in science.
Of course it is.
Yeah. And based on the international standards of care set by authoritative medical and scientific bodies, including the WPATH. Okay.
Yep.
That's who you're going to for your expert advice?
The science.
Also the AMA, the Children's Hospital Association, and the American Pediatric or Psychiatric Association.
Yeah, Boston Children's Hospital. Of course. For sure.
Fucking love it.
Hey.
Love it.
Most people have insurance. They need insurance for that stuff. And we all have it. Most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who even provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. Brent has over 30 years in the business and offers all types of insurance coverage. Call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900 and get a free, no-obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900. And ask for Brent Wasik, Wasik Insurance.
Thank you, sir. Switching things up drastically.
Oh, kidoki.
I love some of these weird stories. I can usually find them. Daily Mail will throw these at you every once in a while. You know, it's about some far out tribe that lives on an island.
Oh yeah,
that is just like everybody fuck off. Anyone comes near them, they're firing arrows at them and shit.
Yeah,
because they know if any human contact, they're so uncivilized.
They've probably, but they've managed to not have any
contact at all.
Yeah, or no diseases.
That's the thing.
Right.
They know that people from if you make land contact with them, they're all going to die.
That's it.
They're not immune to anything.
Yep.
And so they're like, fuck off. They just sit on their shoreline and fire arrows at anybody. Some guy tried to go to one of those.
I remember a few years back.
Yeah, he was bringing Bibles.
Yep.
He wanted to teach them about Jesus.
That's right.
And they fucking lit him up.
We'd like to talk to you about your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
He just rained arrows down on him.
Oh yeah.
Well,
should have blocked him with the Bibles.
Yeah. Well, he didn't. He should have. Yeah.
Thump, thump.
Those guys got a good shot too, man.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's like Braveheart and shit, where all of a sudden just 4,000 just raining arrows down on you.
Well, this guy has been living in the Amazon. He's dead now. Some called him the man of the hole. He would dig these huge 10-foot deep holes by himself and just hang out in there. And I don't know, anytime any humans tried to contact him, he'd be like, fuck off, leave me alone, and fire arrows at him.
Okay.
He loved to dig holes in the ground in the Amazonian jungle where he would apparently trap prey and hide from his own predators. But his other name, the world's loneliest man.
Oh, well, yeah.
Was even more fitting. He spent half of his life entirely alone with all his friends and family dead. He's in the middle of fucking jungle by himself for 30 years.
Did he just lose his mind and go, or is this something he was doing?
No, that's all he knows.
They were all jungle people, and they all just died off.
Yeah.
So now
they got in contact and they got diseased and died.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Anyone who came close to him could find themselves at the sharp end of a bow and arrow, or he'd simply disappear to the almost impenetrable foliage. So if he wasn't going, fuck off, and firing arrows
just
at
gone.
him, gone.
Fire one shot and run.
Yep. Nobody even knew the name of the man or the language he spoke. Nobody ever will, because the world's loneliest man has died, the last surviving member of an isolated Amazon tribe that had avoided almost any contact with the outside world. His decomposing body, they think he was about 60.
How the hell do they know? How did they even find him? Just somebody stumbled across him and just assumed that was him?
It sounds like some of the governments around there try to keep little tabs.
Okay.
What's going on? Like from afar.
Yeah.
From way afar.
Yeah.
Just like, what's going on over there? Is that fucking crazy man in the hole still there?
Right.
What's going on with that dude?
Set up some trail cams.
So they found his body in western Brazil on August 23rd. Officials from the Brazilian government's Indian Affairs Agency, or FUNAI, so that's the name of that's the acronym for the group. I guess it's not an acronym, but FUNAI.
All right.
Have been quietly monitoring him from a distance. For at least the last 26 years of his life, he was entirely without company. But even though he died as he had lived alone, lying in a hammock outside a straw hut, he appeared to know his end was coming. He laid bright macaw feathers over his body.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Kind of cool, right? Mm-hmm. He was waiting for death. There were no signs of violence. The man's peaceful passing is in stark contrast to the fate of the other members of his tribe. Most of them are believed to have been killed in the 70s and 80s by greedy ranchers intent on expanding into the jungle. Oh. So the Amazonian jungle, there's all kinds of like cattle herders around it, and they want to grow and go into that land.
Absorb some new territory.
And these guys are like, fuck off! And they just fire arrows at them. Get away! Get out of there!
That's not going to work well for Brazilian ranchers.
No. Ranchers had cruelly poisoned the tribe by leaving out sugar laced with rat poison.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man, it was a delicious treat.
It was sweet, but then.
Yeah. And his complete isolation began in the 90s when the final 6 or so remaining members were shot dead. One can only imagine what this man was thinking, going through, living on his own, not able to speak to anybody, and I think very frightened because any outsider for him represented a threat given his terrible experience.
Yeah.
1996, a cameraman accompanying FUNAI officials captured a rare glimpse of him on film, his frightened eyes staring out from a straw hut where he was hiding next to a fire. He made no sound even as he poked a sharpened wooden stick through the hut wall to scare people. Like, fuck off! Fuck off! Get away! Just a wooden stick.
Hello, sir. I'd like to speak to you about your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Fuck off! Fuck off!
Just stab through the door.
You heard me? Fuck off! We tried to establish a conversation and offered corn and arrows.
Oh, that's a pretty good offer.
Fuck off! Leave the arrows and fuck off!
You know he needs the arrows. He keeps losing them, shooting them at people and running away.
Yeah, right? He was terrified and very aggressive. From this moment on, we had to respect his isolation. Over the years, FUNAI teams entered his territory with members of neighboring tribes to determine what language he spoke and to learn more about him. However, the man made clear he wanted nothing to do with anyone. Fuck off!
Yeah.
His motto.
Well, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you should respect that.
He once seriously wounded a FUNAI visitor by shooting him with an arrow. Fuck off! I said fuck off!
Right? How many times you fucking people got to come around here? Have I not made myself perfectly clear?
Yes.
Right. Just leave me alone.
Since he seriously wounded a FUNAI member with an arrow, they've given him a wide berth, as they say.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, let him spread it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He's playing for keeps. He's coming in hot.
That's where we'll draw the line
time.
then. Okay, fair enough.
They restricted their visits to simply checking he was still alive. The only other known footage of him was captured in 2018 during a chance sighting in the jungle. The man was seen hacking away at a large tree with an object resembling an axe. The man called about 8,000 acres of undeveloped rainforest home. He was surrounded by cattle ranchers and soy plantations. FUNAI staff had to keep finding proof that he was there or risk the government giving into the pressure from the ranchers to allow the jungle to be razed for yet more agricultural land. So that's why they wanted to make sure.
Hanging on to him as long as he was alive.
Yeah.
They were letting him squat there.
Yeah, exactly.
Squatters' rights.
Yes.
Even in Brazil.
In 2009, protection officers on a routine patrol of the area found empty shotgun cartridges on the ground. It was assumed that ranchers who had frequently complained about a single indigenous tribesman sitting on so much land had paid hunters to kill him. Clearly, they failed. It's like, fuck off, and he just dove deeper into the jungle.
Like Rambo.
Yeah.
I think he picks them off one by one with his machete and his arrows.
If direct sightings were rare, his trail was easier to follow. Wherever he went, he built straw and thatch huts, 53 of them.
Oh, wow.
He had 53 homes on his property.
Nice. I'll walk all the way back home, build one here.
Yeah, with a single entrance and inside a hole up to 10 feet deep, sometimes lined with sharpened stakes, so everyone can fuck off.
Yeah.
You know? Of all the indigenous
the
people...
old rug over the hole trick. Come on in.
Yeah, welcome to my humble abode. Yeah, now fuck off.
Have a seat right over here.
He said of all the indigenous peoples in the region, only he dug the holes. I don't know what his fascination was.
I don't know. Hey, maybe it's cooler down there for one.
Yeah, true.
And for trapping the animals.
He, as well as having a bow and bamboo arrows for hunting, the man cultivated gardens, grew papaya, cassava, and corn. What's cassava?
I have
Is
no
it
idea.
A fruit?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm not even going to bother looking it up.
Visitors
We'll
described.
say it's a fruit.
Okay. Visitors described his gardens as absolutely stunningly beautifully kept.
Nice. What else is he going to do?
Yeah, he's a green thumb.
What
Who
else is he
knew?
going to do? That's what he needs to survive.
When he's not telling foreigners to fuck off.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time to himself.
Yeah.
Probably a very, very nice man.
The border region of Brazil, Peru, and Bolivia contains the highest concentration of the estimated 100 uncontacted tribes on the planet. Experts believe they reject contact with the outside world because, as you said, death and disease are the likely outcomes for them.
Yeah, well, history has proven that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Their immune systems are vulnerable to common infections. Even a cold could kill them.
Yeah,
Simple
and,
cold.
or we'll just kill them because that's what we seem to do.
Rest in power, my friend.
Yep.
I don't know. Part of that, like I saw people commenting on this story and like, it's so sad. I'm like, dude, no, how we live is sad.
Yeah.
We're the joke.
Yeah.
That dude's living off the land.
Absolutely right.
Doing whatever
So it
he
should be.
wants.
Exactly. Answers
You know?
to no man.
Answers literally to no man, and he shoots arrows at him, in fact. Love that guy.
Did you see your stabber died? One of them?
The two Canadian brothers?
Yeah.
I did. Said it was not self-inflicted wounds.
That's what I saw, too.
What
I
does that mean?
I think the brothers had a bit of a falling out.
Yeah.
And one brother probably wanted to turn themselves in, and the other brother said, no fucking way.
Okay. Well,
And would you like to guess which one died?
the 5'5", 135-pound one?
I'm willing to bet.
I know which one died, and it was not the 6'1", 240-pounder.
They didn't say which one it was, but I knew.
Oh yeah.
I knew.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually have the story. Yeah, the one they're still looking for is the
He's the maniac, too,
Miles.
from what I've heard.
yeah.
Just a shit show of a guy.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah, he's like 58 charges on him, things like that. He was already wanted had a warrant for him
Really?
since May or something like that.
So Damian Sanderson is the deceased body on
Yeah.
Monday. The cause of death did not appear to be self-inflicted.
Right.
Yeah, police are still searching for Damian's 30-year-old brother, Miles, who may have been injured, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, Miles, for his part, is 6'1", 240.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He made it out.
Yeah, like I said, that's my guess. If I'm a betting man, I think the brothers had a bit of a falling out, a
Yeah.
disagreement of sorts.
But they were getting along swimmingly. I mean, they went on a hellish murder spree.
Yeah, right.
All
And
over
then,
Saskatchewan.
Yeah, Damien probably had a little buyer's remorse, starting to have some second thoughts.
Yeah.
Thought about perhaps turning himself in.
Yeah,
And
Miles
I
was
don't
having
think
none of it.
Miles couldn't take that chance.
Yeah.
Loose lips sink ships.
Yeah,
if you
Miles
will.
did what he had to do.
Exactly. What's
Keep
one more?
Miles safe.
I love that they were like 11 dead, including the brother.
Yeah.
Like,
Right?
Okay, let's not count him
Yeah.
as into the death total
What
of
is
what
it?
these assholes did.
Right?
How dare you include him?
So what was
Although
it,
technically, I guess if
was it
Miles
10
did it-
dead and 15 wounded?
Yes. So then when they
That's
said the
impressive
stuff-
numbers, man, for
It
a
is.
knife fight.
but 13 different
Locations,
sites. So yeah. And this was like, I don't know, Indian reservation or something.
Was it?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's why it's
Different rules.
yeah. I think that's basically what I heard. I don't know if that's Indian reservation, but that's basically what it is.
Are you allowed to call it an Indian reservation anymore?
Yeah, I just did.
Yeah.
So come at me, bro. That's
Bring it.
fine.
Yeah.
Indigenous person reservation or whatever.
Yeah.
Feather, not dot.
Yeah, exactly. Oklahoma news anchor. This is going to be me one day, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
You gonna be an Oklahoma news anchor?
No, but I'm going to be like what happened to her and
All right.
stroke out live on air.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Could just see like half my face melting.
Yeah, I can.
T, take it from here. You got this one. She suffered the beginnings of a stroke on air, not a full-on
Okay.
stroke. She didn't fully stroke out,
All right.
leaving her stumbling over her words. And
Not like Lubin Tubin. He fully stroked out.
yeah, he fully stroked out. Yes, exactly.
It's not the first time on air.
Julie Chin is of Tulsa, NBC affiliate KJRH, delivering a story about NASA's canceled Artemis 1 launch when she suddenly found herself basically unable to read the teleprompter, which is not good for a newsreader.
Generally, yeah, that's sort of your bread and butter.
Yeah,
right there.
These people have to know absolutely nothing. They just have to be able to read good. And
That's
if
it.
you can't read good.
Alone, NBC News, Cape Canaveral, Florida.
The Tulsa Air and Space Museum is hosting a launch today at the event.
Oh, boy.
The event features live. I'm sorry, something is going on with me this morning, and I apologize to everybody. Let's just go ahead and send it on over to meteorologist Annie Brown.
Oh,
Now, 2 News Oklahoma.
oh, heartbreaking,
weather.
really.
Yeah.
You know?
Julie, we love
Look at-
you so much. We love you so much.
I'm
We have
sorry.
those days, and
sorry.
we are all
Feeling well.
through. Dense fog advisory this morning. We do have that.
God, she's fat.
God damn.
What a moose.
Remember when ladies had enough respect to not be pregnant on TV? Remember those good old days? Take that shit home.
Oh.
Fucking spit that thing out on your own time. Bring the intern back in and let her read the weather map.
She's glowing. What do you mean?
It's like you're rubbing
got
you're rubbing it in our face now. You're coming all fucking pot belly, fucking beer belly. Oh yeah, there's fucking dry fog coming in over here. Hold on, I'm bloated. I got gas this morning.
She's got
No.
that. I'll let you dump a load in me glow.
Oh baby, whatever you do, don't pull out.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're going through Muskegee, you can pop on by. It's gonna be a little foggy in Muskegee, Oklahoma.
Right? Look at those fucking. Look at the name of these towns. Tahlequah,
Sure.
Oak
Bartlesville.
Mulgee,
What do we call?
Coffeeville.
We got a coffee shop in town. Why don't we just call the town Coffeeville?
Yeah.
Good enough for me.
I wonder why they call
I gotta
it.
get home. The wife's fucking ball and chain. She's knocked up again.
Wonder why they call it Stillwater.
McAllister. Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
God, there was a time, believe it or not,
Should
T.
just let people see that there. I'd pulled it out of there already.
What?
I mean, her old man didn't. I pulled it.
Yeah, there used to be a time when the all white male people in charge making all the decisions,
Yeah.
the movers and the shakers, would just gone, Tubby,
No.
park it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're off for the next 9 months.
Yep.
You're disgusting, by the way.
Yeah, we'll see in about a year.
We'll see in about a year if you lose every fucking ounce that you were going to put on during this tragedy.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's why we gave you the
See
extra
you
3
then.
months.
Yeah.
Hit the gym.
To hit the gym hard. Hard. Otherwise, your intern Lauren?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's full time then.
Yep.
Because she's years away from
Yeah.
putting us in this
She's
fucking
on the
predicament.
pill. She takes her job seriously.
Yeah. She actually wants a career. Okay?
Oh boy.
Chin, who did not return to the airwaves after the weather was reported. Instead, colleagues called 911. She was rushed to the hospital. She took to Facebook to explain that she was in good health. Doctors believe she suffered the beginnings of a stroke,
Okay. Yeah.
but not a full stroke. I'm glad to share that my tests have all come back great. At this point, doctors think I had the beginnings of a stroke, but not a full stroke. There are lots of questions and follow-ups, but the bottom line is I should be just fine. She explained she felt fine before the broadcast, but that her condition deteriorated suddenly and rapidly.
Well, I think that's kind of how strokes work.
Yeah.
It's not like a slow going thing. I think they just kind of come on.
Yeah. I overdid it the other day on muscle relaxers.
Yeah. Did you go full Tardo?
I got stupid fast.
Yeah, will happen.
I mean, dude, I was sitting on the couch. Like I said, I was over at my parents' house over the weekend. And I don't know what it was, but I wasn't following conversation anymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't follow anything. It was like sentence come out of my mom's mouth and I go, yeah. And I'd start to respond. Then I'd be like, wait, what did you just say? And it was like, I just got to go to bed. This is fucking ridiculous.
Sleep that off.
Dude, there is something about when you don't have the ability to like get out what you want.
Yeah.
And then, mine was muscle relaxer induced. Hers was,
Stroke.
mini stroke.
Yeah.
Not
The
full-on
beginnings
stroke.
of a stroke.
Yeah. But we saw it. Remember, what's her name? Fucking,
Oh, that dude.
yeah, what's his name?
William.
Wendy Williams.
William Wendy.
Bill Williams. Bill Wendy. Yeah, Wendy Williams. That is the fucking greatest
Oh
one.
God, that was the great. Yeah.
Freak out.
Yeah. That and her fart are two of the greatest
yeah.
things ever.
Yeah.
Oh well. Whatever this is going to be, this part of the show is brought to you by The Party Pub. If you want to impress everyone at your graduation party, wedding reception, poker night, MMA viewing party, or for any other reason, you need to contact The Party Pub. It's a massive inflatable pub that can be set up wherever you choose. They also have all the best party games, beanbag toss, badminton, giant inflatable screens, axe throwing, and much more. Call Jeff El Jefe at 586-524-6701 or visit thepartypubrentals.com. Get 2 free games and a 10% discount if you listen to the show.
Very good, very good. All right, you want to do some email?
I wonder if he's got some heat in that thing.
Huh?
I wonder if he's got heat for those things so you can do it all winter.
Probably.
Jeff, better be on that, buddy.
Effie?
Yeah.
Just use his wife's salsa.
Right?
Just open a can of his wife's salsa and,
Yeah,
put it in the middle of the
Man,
tent.
that hot is fucking smoking.
Yeah. All right.
Although I did find Sky and I were Sky loves it, right? She's loves the mild, not quite hot enough. Loves the hot, too fucking hot.
Yeah.
Half and
Combine
half.
them.
Baby.
Yeah.
Half and half. Give yourself a nice
Did it work
medium.
for her?
It did. Worked out very, very well.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
So
a good
it's
move.
not- yeah. And then you can adjust accordingly. You can go with like a 60-40 blend if you so choose.
Sure.
You can go with a
You can connoisseur it up.
yeah, with a hot dominant strain.
Sure.
Try it a little more mild. you know.
I like the mild. It was too hot for me, too.
The mild was?
Yeah. Yeah. It was hot as balls for mild.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Mike, I still haven't received my sticker, although I did not have my information in Patreon. It is now. I'm still supporting you, even though I am not a fan of Greg Henson.
Oh.
And he only spelled his name with 2 G's.
Oh, well, there you go. I think you clearly have the wrong man.
Yeah, wrong guy. I think he's a huge blowhard, but that's my opinion. Doug, you're allowed to have your opinion.
That is true. I thought it was way too short. I thought that would have been a gray bow.
No. Yeah, you know what? Greg Henson's been in radio long enough to know that not everyone's going to like what
Sure, of
you
course.
stand for. I think Greg's great, and
Yeah.
the feedback has been tremendous.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Doug, you will be happy to know I dropped a sticker in the mail for you today.
Oh, outstanding. Well done.
So
Way to take
I
care of
got your
business.
email, and I fucking closed the door on it.
Very nice.
It's in
See?
the mailbox.
Yep. So some things get overlooked. Like I said, your information was not there. So
Yep.
follow up. Let us
make good.
help us help you.
Yes.
We do what we can. We do our best.
Yes.
And if something goes awry, please
trying.
let us know.
We're just moving very slowly. Both of us, we're doing
Yeah.
our best. Fuck off.
I'm gonna go dig a hole.
Internet censorship. Guys, last weekend, my best friend and I were sitting back and having a couple Pabst Blue Ribbons, as we often do. We were 10 minutes into a conversation about Les Claypool and his quirky songwriting habits when my 21-year-old girlfriend... Need pictures, right?
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
if you're going to claim to have a 21-year-old girlfriend,
Right, exactly.
it's the least you can do. Dropped a major musical bomb. She had never heard Primus. Women, am I right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Obviously.
Well, at 21, how could she have?
Right.
Essentially.
Yeah. Well, she's probably watched South Park before.
Maybe.
So she knows that.
Yeah.
Primus.
Like, oh my God, I know that.
I love that. Obviously, gobsmacked by the situation, we decided to turn my sound system up to 11 and put on the classic, Winona's Got a Big Brown Beaver.
Yep.
About halfway through the song, my girlfriend asked, "What is this song even about?" Looking at each other and laughing, my friend and I
porcupine.
replied, "Maybe it would be easier just to show you
Go to the video.
than it would be to explain it." We pulled out our phones and searched for the classic photo that everyone who lived through the 90s has seen. After 10 minutes of searching, it was obvious that something was wrong. We made sure to turn safe search off and included words in our search that would make it obvious to Google's and even DuckDuckGo's algorithm that we were looking to dive into the deep, dark corners of the internet. We searched incessantly to find photos of Winona Ryder's bush and came up with absolutely nothing.
Really?
After 30 minutes of searching, it became obvious that Winona Ryder bush photos have been completely scrubbed from the internet. I think that you and the rest of the listeners can agree that this is the final straw. Internet censorship and information curation has finally gone too far.
For sure. Yeah. That is that's disappointing.
Yeah. I wonder if you went to like Pornhub. Would they have stuff like that?
Well, Dr. Skin, something like that. Or
Mr. Skin?
Mr. Skin, I mean. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
know.
going to go down that rabbit hole right now.
Yeah.
But, stuck them up in the air.
Okay, let's see. All right. Double standards, trans surgeries. Hey guys, I'd prefer to stay anonymous on this one, please. If you choose to talk about it on the air, just thought this might be an interesting perspective since I haven't heard you talk about this form of hypocrisy during your trans surgery stories. While we have doctors advocating for underage girls to have surgeries, my experience has been very different. My husband and I do not want to have kids. However, any of the past gynos I've talked about more permanent solutions for myself than pills or IUDs, their reply was no, because I might change my mind one day and it would be elective, so no insurance coverage. Now I'm 36 and still repulsed as ever by the idea of being pregnant and having a parasite growing inside me for 10 months, pushing its limbs out of my stomach like an alien. No, thank you. Gross. Thanks for the show. Love seeing the Roops pictures on Facebook.
Oh, nice.
That's an interesting take.
It is, actually.
Sounds like a one that was very, very normal across the board, but a week ago.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Well, yeah, I don't know that. I don't know how those things work. Like vasectomies are reversible, so they say. So I assume so. That's got to be covered. But to get that would be a hysterectomy. Is that what that would be for a woman?
Yeah.
Just having their tubes tied. Is that what that is? Or are you having the whole innards yanked out? I don't know exactly what that all entails.
Well, they're talking about
can't you untie them?
Removal.
Yeah, that's
but that's not the same as a hysterectomy, though, is it?
I don't know. Yeah, something
Maybe.
like that. I think so. I think you just yank the innards out.
Fuck.
But
how did we get here?
But having your tubes tied is what the women do. But I just thought that was reversible. I thought, but maybe there's different surgeries or different procedures.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Let us know.
Interesting thought, though.
Absolutely.
She's absolutely right. There are doctors that would not perform a permanent
because you might
solution
change your mind
to a woman who's still in fertility age.
Yep.
That you wouldn't do that to them, or you'd fight extremely hard because you never know when that thing's going to hit you.
Yeah.
And you've made an irreversible decision.
Yeah. And this is a woman probably, throughout her 20s in this situation, or early 30s, whatever.
Right.
She was, 36 now?
36,
Something like that?
yeah.
Any pictures?
No, she didn't send any, which is rude. Rude, but, we'll let it slide.
Yeah.
She didn't want to be named.
Listen, the hypocrisy is not lost on me in any of this stuff. That
All
is
right.
for sure.
One last one. See if you can tell who this is from.
All right. Hi, James.
Skank-ass 17-year-old whore.
Hi, James.
Fuck that high school double-talking whore, buyer's remorseful skank.
He comes in hot.
He does. He comes in. He might as well be living in the Amazonian.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Right.
Just firing arrows.
But then who would he bitch to?
How about we don't be a whore going to a college party, sucking cock gleefully and fucking some studs? How about we be a good 17-year-old young woman who stays home, studies, and goes to bed at 8 p.m.? Sure. It's not like those poor young gentlemen broke into her house and gangbanged her. Let's be real. This little cuntbag horse skank underestimated her gamesmanship and couldn't hang. She had way too much confidence in her skills, wanted a train run on her, then couldn't quite hang, and had full buyer's remorse. She and the cops tried to entrap the guy, and when they couldn't do it, the cops did nothing. I think they rightfully determined they were dealing with a lying slut. It's not my words, man.
It's very possible.
Now
We'll
out.
see.
Now she's out to end his career, which it looks like she's been successful at. That's bullshit. He ought to be allowed to punt her whore face if the Lions don't sign him. Not a word of that is mine.
Yes, of course. That's
Like, you send him in. I'm blind.
quote unquote.
I'll read anything on the teleprompter.
Yep,
Guy.
sure.
That's me.
Yeah.
So I
And
can't
who
help
knows?
it.
And, she might have been, head of the class in the high school trains, and then tried to take it to the next level, and she just wasn't Division 1A, ready.
Her little white school didn't quite fucking
No.
add up to what happened
No,
at San Diego
exactly.
State.
Yeah, she could have been maybe handled a D3 train, but not. Actually, well, she obviously didn't handle a 3D train very well.
No, but yeah,
well.
it's a sad story.
It
And
is.
The words of that emailer is his.
Of course,
Not ours.
I don't know. Like I said,
None
if
of
it's
us do.
true, then it's whichever way it's true is fucking wrong.
Yeah.
So let's find out who is.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
All right, buddy, let's call it a day there. I need to stand up in a second. That's not going to be pretty.
Okie dokie.
All right,
Let's get
we'll,
you off camera before we do that.
Yeah, we will see you. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then.